All right, this is definitely one I've been looking forward to. I've come across Igor a few times. He definitely knows his stuff.
No, yeah, Antonio's going to be a tough match. I've seen him play before. I've played him once in teams. He knows his stuff. He's been here forever. There's not many movies he hasn't seen, except maybe the newest ones that come out.
I've been kind of doing an overhaul of my own talents, and I feel like this is a very good opportunity to really test myself. So I'm really looking forward to this match. Igor knows his stuff, like I said.
But you know what? I'm almost there as far as catching up, and I think this will be a good match. It'll be a fun match. Antonio says it's a test for him. Well, it's a test for me too, because I went through a murderer's row in my first season. I've kind of been steadily making my way back up, and Antonio, I think, is a good challenge to get myself maybe to the top. So,
And I'm just happy to be here. Keep on hopefully building this momentum. Igor, may the best man win, and I hope for tonight it's going to be me, but I know it's going to be tough, so good luck.
may the best man win, like Antonio said, and get it done. Abby, anything to add?
No, I got to meet your son earlier, and that's cool. Yeah, let's go. Let's do this. This will be fun. I like fandom.
Hello there.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. We're here for a very exciting match. We have Antonio Chavez going up against Igor Kasic. Winner is in a number one contenders match. They both said they've got stuff to prove. They're excited for the match. I'm looking forward to it. Both these players are on a tear, so I'm really excited. Let's just get into it. Starting with round number one, here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of Fandom Fights. Each question is worth 1 point a piece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you're going to be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. You get 3 repeats and 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, any questions as we kick this one off?
Good luck.
All right, first category in round number one is going to be criminal underworld. And your question is, which criminal underworld film features an establishment that uses gold silverware? Fancy. Very fancy. I don't think I own anything made of gold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Igor.
Ocean's 8.
And let's go to Antonio.
I said John Wick.
Both are incorrect. We're looking for Ocean's 13. Ocean's 13.
Hey, that asshole.
All right, guys. The next question is in the category of Galaxy Quests. What type of animal is Jonesy in the Alien franchise? Aliens are cool. Very deadly. Very cool. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Antonio, let's go to you.
It is a cat?
And Igor.
A little kitty cat.
Kitty cat is correct. So, 1 apiece as we get to your next question. In Epic Adventures, who freezes to death defending the fortress of Hornburg in The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim? Good movie. Saw it twice in the theater. Got to rewatch it now at home. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
That's why it got the name Helm Hammerhand.
And Antonio.
Never seen it, so I don't know any characters.
Helm Hammerhand is correct. So, next question is in the category of Pixar. Who voices Riley's mom in Inside Out? Inside Out. Good film. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Antonio.
Just guess. Judy Greer?
And Igor.
Diane Lane.
Diane Lane is correct.
The other one.
All right. So, your next question is going to come in the category of Disney animation. Who is nearly cooked by a chef in The Little Mermaid? I wish I could be a chef. We talk about this on the podcast recently. And by recently, I mean at the time of recording. Probably not at the time of release. But I enjoy cooking. I'm just not very good at it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Igor, let's go to you.
Sebastian.
And Antonio.
Sebastian.
Sebastian is correct. It is 4-2. Your next question is coming in the category of horror icons. Question is, finish this quote from A Nightmare on Elm Street. 3-4, better lock your door. And then we are looking for 5 words that follow. To be a quote question. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Antonio.
5, 6, grab your crucifix.
And Igor.
5, 6, grab your crucifix.
That is correct. 5-3 is the score. Your next question is in the category of YA. Who plays Boggs in The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2? To be a Mockingjay. I bet it's Simple Life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Igor, let's go to you.
Forgot who Boggs was. Nope.
Okay, and Antonio.
I remember 2. I think it's Mahershala Ali.
It is Mahershala Ali. That is correct. So it is now 5-4. Antonio cuts into that lead a little bit. Your next question in the category of mixed bag. In The Sum of All Fears, Jack Ryan and Cabot go to inspect a nuclear weapons facility based in what city where Ryan notices a few scientists are missing? This movie's aight. Seen worse, seen better. It's perfectly serviceable. I feel like I have a burp coming, but it's like not up here yet. Oh, there it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
Okay, that's going to be the first repeat for Antonio. The question again. In The Sum of All Fears, Jack Ryan and Cabot go to inspect a nuclear weapons facility based in what city where Ryan notices a few scientists are missing? I don't think I can replicate the burp. Maybe if I chug this beer, but this is not good. So I have some 0-0 in the fridge at all times just to look for when I don't need to be consuming alcohol or when I have people who don't drink over but want beer, and it's just terrible. It's really bad. 5, 4. This one specifically 2, 1. Pens on. I've had some NAs that are good. Let's go to, I want to say Antonio.
Baltimore.
And Igor.
Might be misremembering the scene. I said Moscow.
Moscow is correct.
Oh, U.S. city.
All right. Next question is coming in the category of creature features. Which creature features film features a character who throughout the film has the nickname the Falcon? Might have another burp coming. There it is. Riveting content, I know. I do what I can to please the people. Without Nick, I am lost. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Igor.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
And Antonio.
Makes sense. I said Kong Skull Island.
Out of the Shadows is correct. All right, we're getting to your final question in this round. It's in the category of the Wizarding World. How old does Harry Potter turn at the beginning of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? Javi's been playing along backstage. Will he hit this one? I do not know. I do not know. That's correct, Javi. Good job. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Antonio.
18.
And Igor.
Yeah, I might be off. 16.
Both incorrect. We're looking for the middle. 17. All right. So at the end of round number 1, Igor is in the lead 7 to Antonio 4. So close game. As we get into round number 2, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to bring in the wheel from wheeltoside.com. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they must keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check down to multiple choice, then it will be only worth 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. Antonio, you have 2 repeats remaining. Igor, you have all 3. Any questions from the players? Okay. The categories on the wheel today are American Spies, Pixar, James Bond, Galaxy Quests, MCU, Wizarding World, Fight Night, and Creature Features. So, Igor, you're in the lead. Do you want to spin first or defer?
First, please.
Go first.
All right. This is going to be the spin for Igor. And it worked out. It lands on spinner's choice.
I think Spies isn't bad. I think MCU is not bad either. I know MCU is getting deep. That's the only thing for me.
I was between MCU and Galaxy Quests when I looked.
I know
at the
he
wheel
likes
earlier.
MCU, so do you want to take that away from him?
I think that's probably he picked it, so that's one of his stronger ones. So I'll take MCU.
Yeah, let's take it.
Okay. All right, Igor, are you ready for your questions in the category of the MCU?
Let's do it.
Your first question. What is the only MCU film where someone dies by chewing a cyanide pill?
Captain America, the First Avenger.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays Doctor Strange's colleague, Nick West, in both Doctor Strange films?
Michael Stuhlbarg.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What specifically do Wade and Logan use to block Cassandra's mind powers in Deadpool and Wolverine?
Magneto's helmet.
That is incorrect, Antonio. Chance for a 2-point steal.
Juggernaut's helmet.
That is correct for a 2-point steal. All right, Igor, your fourth question. The final battle of Captain America the Winter Soldier takes place above what city?
Washington, D.C.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. In Avengers Endgame, we find out that what was the name of Natasha's father? 5, 4, 3.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Ivan, B, Igor, C, Dmitry, or D, Victor.
Repeat the options.
Okay, your options again are A, Ivan, B, Igor, C, Dmitry, or D, Victor.
Ivan.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, so at the end of Igor's spin, he gets a total up to 14, but with the steal, Antonio is at 6. So we're going to bring back the wheel, and this is going to be the spin for Mr. Chavez. And it lands on American Spies. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I need a really strong one. I'm going to risk it and spin again.
Okay, this is what you're going to be stuck with. And it's Galaxy Quest, just barely.
Okay.
All right, Antonio, are you ready for your questions in Galaxy Quests?
Yes, sir.
Your first question. The Resources Development Administration, or RDA, first appear in which Galaxy Quests film?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Aliens, B, Predator 2, C, 1984's Dune, or D, Avatar.
B.
B is incorrect. Igor, chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Aliens, B, Predator 2, C, 1984's Dune, or D, Avatar?
Avatar.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Antonio, your second question. Who plays the Klingon Valeris in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country?
Damn, multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Robin Curtis, B, Kirstie Alley, C, Kim Cattrall, or D, Danica Patrick.
Kim Cattrall.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question. Oh, Javi, are you wanting to be brought in?
I'm pretty sure Valeris is a I'm pretty sure Valeris is a Vulcan. I don't know if you want to challenge that.
Nah, I mean, it's fine. I mean, he got the right answer ultimately. I'm fine. I don't think we'll win it is mostly my reasoning, so it's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Just thought I'd check in.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Okay. Antonio, your next question. In Dune Part 1, what is the name of the power that the Bene Gesserit have that allows them to influence others' actions?
I can't forget to watch this one. Just to be safe, multiple choice. Damn it.
All right, your options are A, the command, B, the echo, C, the shadow, or D, the voice.
The voice.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, your next question. In Alien, what is the name of the captain of the Nostromo?
Dallas.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Galaxy Quests. In Solo, a Star Wars story, what do we see Han and Chewie first do together after boarding Beckett's ship?
Take a shower together.
That's correct. For 2 points. Great question, whoever wrote that. All right. So at the end of round number 2, it is still a 3-point game. It is 15-12 in favor of Igor. We're going to get into round number 3. Here's how it's going to work. It's the betting round. I'm going to say the category. The players are going to decide whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If they get the question right, they will gain those points. If they get the question wrong, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Any questions? Okay. First category you can bet points on is Disney animation. Let's get bets, starting with Igor.
0.
And Antonio.
Maybe a little bit cautious. I'm going 1.
Okay, your question in the category of Disney animation. What is the name of Callahan's daughter who he is trying to save in Big Hero 6? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Igor.
I made the right choice. I haven't seen this one. Maggie.
Ooh, great name. Let's go to Antonio.
I've seen this in a while. I just guess Kim.
Both incorrect. You're looking for Abigail. So Antonio will lose 1 point and go down to 11. It's a 4-point game. Next category is DC. Let's get that, starting with Antonio.
All right, we're in the end game now. I got to go 2.
Okay, and Igor.
1.
Okay, your question is, who plays U.S. intelligence agent Jack Horton in Red 2?
Repeat.
All right, that is Antonio's second repeat. Who plays U.S. intelligence agent Jack Horton in Red 2? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Antonio.
No, it's not right. Anthony Hopkins.
And Igor.
I have such trouble spelling this guy's name. It's like spelling Matthew McConaughey. Neil McDonough.
And your winner, Igor Kasic. Neil McDonough is the correct answer. Really great match. Listen, it was close the whole time. Just those 2 questions at the end there in the betting round just didn't fall into Antonio's wheelhouse. But I mean, he played the strategy absolutely 100% correct, I think. I don't think there's anything he could have done differently here as far as the strategy goes. So, but Igor, moving on to a number 1 contenders match. Really exciting stuff. So let's go talk to the players and see how they're feeling in the post-match interviews. Antonio, obviously not the way you wanted it to go today, but still an impressive match nonetheless. Your thoughts?
To me, it wasn't impressive because I think I was off pretty much in every, even like Galaxy Quest, I feel like I was just off in every round. So like, especially round 1, I'm definitely not proud of myself after that one. And I mean, Galaxy Quest usually is a good, area of expertise for me. But the fact that the Star Wars question, the only one I got right just off the hand, I was like, oh great, now I know what I need to like shore up on. It was a tough match. Igor took advantage of a lot of stuff. He had a good round 1, and I just tried to sort of kind of make a comeback with a different strategy in round 3, but it just didn't fall my way. It's a DC film that I'm not really a franchise, rather that I'm not a fan of, but I know I should rewatch it. Maybe it will rub off on me, but those damn Red movies always always screw me up. So maybe one of those things I have to suffer through just so they can get stuck in my head. But it was a good match. Props to Igor, and I just know now this just really helps me see where I really still have a lot of growing to do.
Yeah, Antonio, this doesn't mean that your season is over. The season is still young. You'll definitely be back. I look forward to seeing what you're doing back. And you've been on a tear with your new team as well. You and Joseph are playing really, really well. So on the whole, it's been a good season nonetheless. What are you more excited for? Trying to get back up into title contention singles, or maybe make something happen with you and Joseph?
Well, me and Joseph, I know, even though it's still like a fresh team, I know we have the potential to get all the way up there. Obviously, as a personal goal, because I've been here for years, and it's always been something I would like to be able to one day say I achieved alone. Obviously, with the help of other people, and throughout the community. But it would just be nice to actually be able to get back in there and not, and also, but also in a dominant fashion,
Sure.
not just by the skin of my teeth. So that's why when I play people like Igor and other people in the community that just know like these, in my opinion, obscure movies like Red and stuff like that, and they just know it offhand. I'm just like, I'm still not at that level, and I want to get there, and I want to stay there. So that's the one thing I'm excited for. But I am excited for this team that I have with Joseph, and I know that he also, in a way, makes me better, and I hope to make him better. So I'm excited to see where that goes. But yeah, solo is still something that's like really on my mind at the moment.
Awesome. Antonio, I look forward to seeing you when you come back in singles and when NetherRealm returns as well. So congrats on a match well played. We'll see you next time. Igor Kasic, moving on to a number one contenders match. Igor, first off, congrats on the win. But your thoughts about your performance overall today against Antonio?
Felt good about the performance today. A couple misses here and there. Nothing I'm kicking myself too hard over. Maybe the one in MCU, that was a bit of a brain fart, but that's okay. Don't need to be perfect. Luckily, it didn't cost me the game to give up that 2-point steal. I think I played it smart in round 3 too. Didn't bet on just categories with a million movies, just because you never know what'll come up and what kind of minute detail. Luckily, data came up in the second one with DC, and I'm pretty okay with data, so I'll take it.
Yeah, Javi, your thoughts on Igor's performance today?
Yeah, I mean, Igor's just playing on fire. I think we bet smart on just. I think we knew where exactly what amount we needed to bet. Like 1 was enough to get it away for DC. 0, obviously we didn't know it, so that's perfect. I think it was a good strategy taking MCU. Obviously the 2-point steal, but it didn't cost us, so it's fine. You hit everything else in round 2, and round 1, 7 is great. Like 7's should be. I think it's like above par for most people, so that's 6.
Sorry, the macaw just scared the shit out of me. Anyway, Igor, like we've said, you are moving on to the contender match. Maggie, you plugged that back in, but you didn't plug it back into the wall, my love. Anyway, you're moving on to a contender match. You're going up against the winner from last week's match. So it's still pretty new, but I'm going to give it away anyway. So spoiler alert from last week. But you're going up against Payson Johnson. He beat Dean in order to punch his ticket to that match. What are your thoughts? Payson's not normally a fandom player, but he's proven himself to be quite the contender. What are your thoughts?
That is true. Payson is quite the contender in many trivia leagues, not just fandom. But you know what? I think fandom gives me the best possible chance I have to pick up a win over Payson and possibly trivia ever. So I'll take it. I'm going to be ready. And Payson's going to bring his A game. He says this is a lax league for him, but I'm not buying that for a second. I know he's watching the movies, so nah. He's going to try his darndest here. He wants to get to a title shot. I want to get to a title shot on, again, not to say that Joe carries me or anything in teams, but, sometimes it feels that way. So it'd be nice to get there on my own merits, too. So
I sympathize as someone who was once partnered with Nick Tuig. Javi, what did you want to say?
Just very quickly, you're just going to have to prep for all movies because he's going to put mixed bag on the wheel like he does every time. Just so you know, it's just you need to prep everything. And that's cool. And that's actually really good. So, because Payson's seen everything. So that's actually, you're fighting an uphill battle. So you got this.
It'll be great. Igor, I'm looking forward to it. Javi, thanks for being here. We'll see you guys next time in the contender match. All right, well, that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Thank you to Antonio. Thank you to Igor and Javi. Thank you to Nick for writing. I have been Tim. We'll see you guys next time with another great match. But until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.